All right, guys. I want to talk about training shoulders today. I want to talk about this because about 6 months ago, I changed the way I train my shoulders, and I've noticed significant improvement in the growth and shape of my delts since then. And those of you who don't know, this is good information to have. Your delts are very important to your physique. If you want a well balanced physique that has that nice V taper, you need big shoulders, big capped delts, thick lats, and a small waist. That's how you get that V tapered look. So having big wide delts is very important to that. And I see a lot of people that kind of neglect their shoulders and end up having really great arms and a great chest and a great back, and then these really weird like flat shoulders. Your rear delts are very important for the way you look from the side too. So you really got to make sure that you're at least medial delt and rear delt are getting enough activation to grow. So what I used to do was I would do a lot of heavy pressing, heavy dumbbell presses, heavy barbell presses. I was making sure that I was moving a ton of weight. I would still keep it in the 10 to 12 rep range, but I would warm up and then do a bunch of heavy sets. Not a lot, because you can't do a lot of really heavy sets. It's high intensity or high volume, right? You can kind of combine the two, but I would do like high intensity, heavy lifting, and that would be kind of the meat and potatoes of my shoulder workouts. And I got really strong doing that. My shoulders felt really good, and I could move a lot of weight doing that, which was something I couldn't do when I first started lifting. So I thought that was working, but I didn't notice any muscle development. My shoulders didn't get any bigger. They didn't separate anymore. I didn't get any wider. So I changed it up. And what I started doing is I do a lot of high volume now. So I don't really do a lot of overhead pressing anymore. I still do a little bit, but I do a lot of lateral raises. So my first exercise is I warm up. I do front raises, lateral raises, and then like rear delt raises bent over. And then I just do lateral raises, and I do like 10 sets of them. And I'll do kind of light for the first couple sets, and then I go relatively heavy where I can get like 12 reps out of it. And then after every single set, regardless of the weight and how many reps I got, I stop and immediately start doing what I call penguin raises. So your arms are straight down at your side, and you're just barely moving your delts out like this. It's hard to demonstrate because I'm sitting at a desk, but just watch this arm. Basically, you would just do that little movement right there, and that's only your medial delt doing that little bit of that movement, and you just go until you can't do it anymore. And you do that at the end of every single set. And what'll happen is, this is pretty cool. When I did this the first time, I noticed it's hard to connect to that muscle, to your medial delt, for a lot of people. I've kind of figured it out, but this helped a lot with that. So after that first set, and then you do those little penguin raises, burnouts at the end, you can really feel it in your medial delt, and it'll start burning. And then what's rad about that is now you've developed that connection from that, and your next sets, you'll connect a lot better to that muscle, and you'll be able to feel it way fucking better. So if you're not connecting very well during your lateral raises, I suggest trying that, because it will probably help you make that mind muscle connection, and you absolutely need that. I'm probably going to repeat this a lot throughout these videos, but if you're not feeling it, and what I mean is if you're not connecting to the muscle that you're trying to work and you're not feeling that muscle work, then it's not fucking working. You're not doing it right. You need to adjust your form or something, but what you're doing is probably not correct, because you should be connecting to the muscle you're working. And that lateral delt is very hard to connect with. It took me a long time to figure out how to do it. So I do a lot of lateral raises. I start with those, and then I'll go to like front raises, and then side dumbbell raises, and then I'll do more fucking lateral raises. And then I'll go do like an overhead hammer press or something like that. Like a plate loaded hammer strength press, you know what I mean? I don't really do like dumbbell stuff anymore. And then I'll do more fucking lateral raises. And then I do abs on my shoulder day as well. And in between every set of abs, I will do more fucking lateral raises. And since I started doing that, my shoulders have started blowing up. They're growing significantly faster than they ever have. So I think about training my shoulders now more like I train my arms. So when you're training your arms, you don't need to lift huge heavy weight to activate your biceps, right? Because it's a small muscle. You don't need to curl 100 fucking pounds to get big biceps. I think most people know that. So I've started thinking about training my delts in the same fashion. I don't need a ton of weight to pump a bunch of blood into that little muscle right here and make it work and make it get bigger. You just don't have to do that. So try high volume lateral raises. Try just doing a fucking ton of them and make sure you feel it. Make sure you find that connection, whatever range of motion works for you, where you feel it the best. And I'm willing to bet that your shoulders will start growing, and that alone will make you look bigger and wider and stronger and better. So give that a try on your next shoulder day. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Like usual, all of our socials are in the description below. Like us, follow us, subscribe to the YouTube channel, buy some shirts, some supplements. We probably have everything you need. If we don't have it, please let us know and we will try to get it for you. That's it, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's get big.